Ellen, we go so far back. Don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's
I mean,
do all that.
Okay,
All right.
I got to take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
mean, I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
Hold on. Hey, so
Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
like 9:30.
Really, that early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about that.
As more individuals uncover the truth about Diddy, everything begins to fall into place. Oh, and I never imagined it would reach this stage, but Steven tWitch Boss has now entered the discussion.
Yo, Ellen, we go so far back. Don't tell these people how far back we go.
I know, but I wear t-shirts. I don't know what that means. Anyway, all right, let's
I mean,
do all that.
okay,
All right.
I got to take two if the joke didn't work. I
No,
mean, I don't want no problem.
No, it's okay.
Hold on. Hey, so
Twitch was undoubtedly one of the most beloved figures on daytime television and a vital part of the Ellen DeGeneres show. However, could there have been something darker happening behind the scenes? Beyond the spotlight fame and flawless dance moves, rumors are beginning to resurface once again. From what I've recently come to understand, Twitch may have taken his own life after beginning to open up about some of the struggles he faced in the entertainment industry. I'm talking about the now infamous so-called Diddy freak-offs, for instance, allegedly, and as it turns out, these claims are reportedly connected to Ellen DeGeneres as well.
What time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning. What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I mean, I make love a lot. No.
That's my favorite answer ever.
Yeah. I told you when I came on the show I was going to be completely honest and expose myself to them.
People are now beginning to question whether Twitch may have witnessed something, given how closely he was associated with Ellen and accompanied her almost everywhere. Was he invited to those infamous parties that are often talked about in hushed tones? Could it be that Twitch was driven to take his own life because he became entangled in something he never intended to be part of? Let's not forget, there was a report about a note Twitch allegedly left behind. The LAPD confirmed that he referenced ongoing struggles he had been dealing with. However, the investigators who found the note did not share specific details about its contents. However, this is where things become even more bizarre. According to internet speculations, Twitch may have captured a voicemail or similar recording regarding the actual events that took place during these exclusive events. Additionally, there was a lot of serious discussion regarding Diddy's free calls. Many people felt that Twitch's passing didn't quite add up, especially considering that not long before, he had celebrated his 9th wedding anniversary with his wife Allison. He had shared throwback photos from their wedding and wrote heartfelt words to mark the occasion. Happy anniversary, my love, at Allison Holker, number 9 years. In addition, Twitch and Allison had reportedly been talking about expanding their family and having a second child. Because of this, it didn't make sense to many that he would suddenly take his own life. Naturally, fans started digging deeper, trying to understand if there was a deeper reason behind his tragic decision. There were also frequent claims that Twitch had plans to come forward with damaging information about Ellen, leading some to speculate that his death was staged to look like a suicide. These theories only gained more traction after his friend Todrick Hall made a comment that fueled further suspicion. Plus, the Ellen DeGeneres incident was putting pressure on Twitch.
He was on Ellen and Ellen was being canceled. People were looking at him saying, why are you supporting this woman? And I think that is just a lot of pressure. Human beings are not designed to handle that much pressure. And when I was talking about my experience, his face was like, I know. And he was just like, it's a lot.
As you might remember, back in 2020, several former employees came forward with accusations against Ellen, alleging that she allowed a workplace culture marked by racial discrimination, intimidation, and fear. In response, she claimed she was unaware of the accusations, although vehemently disputing them.
As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show. And then there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened. I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected. I know that I'm in a position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show. This is the Ellen DeGeneres Show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. My name is on underwear. We have had a lot of conversations over the last few weeks about the show, our workplace, and what we want for the future. We have made the necessary changes, and today we are starting a new chapter.
Well, some claimed that Twitch's stress was caused by the show's pressure, but that was not the only one. According to the rumors, Twitch might have discovered inappropriate information on Ellen and other business figures such as Diddy. The issue is that Twitch had a close relationship with Ellen, and because of their friendship, she allegedly brought him along to at least 2 of Diddy's parties, as well as other high-profile Hollywood events. Interestingly, Diddy wasn't a regular guest on the Ellen DeGeneres Show, which longtime viewers would easily recognize. In one particular interview, Diddy even questioned Ellen directly, asking why she never attended his parties.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up.
No, well, is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one.
Ellen was reportedly invited to many of these parties, but she often declined, citing the distance as the reason, not because she found them questionable. What raised even more eyebrows was when Diddy told Ellen during an interview that parties starting after midnight were a different kind of party, and it appeared that Ellen understood exactly what he meant. Despite initially claiming not to attend, Ellen has been photographed at some of Diddy's events, suggesting she may have eventually made time to go. This brings us to a darker corner of the internet, where Ellen has also been linked, at least by speculation, to the controversial Wayfair scandal. That scandal involved claims that overpriced furniture listings were actually a front for human trafficking, with some items named after missing children, such as Naraya, Olivia, Somaya, and Yara. Ellen's name was one of those frequently mentioned in online discussions surrounding the controversy. Given these connections, fans have started to draw lines between various pieces of information, especially now, with Diddy facing serious legal troubles. Many are beginning to believe that Twitch may have uncovered something deeply troubling, particularly in light of claims that Diddy was exposed in a voicemail, "Many thanks to all of you." It makes it more plausible that he had to end his life after discovering harmful information. But wait, guess who else might know even more about Twitch, possibly recording a voicemail that revealed Diddy Allison Holker, his former spouse.
It was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out, but it also helped me process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone.
You see, instead of immediately calling the police when she realized Twitch hadn't come home, Allison reportedly went directly to the authorities herself. This suggested she may have already sensed that something was seriously wrong. Months later, she began doing interviews, ones that many viewers described as emotionless or overly rehearsed. Some even felt she shared more details than necessary, which only fueled further speculation. In one of those interviews, Allison mentioned in one of her recent interviews that she was with a very close friend when they were organizing their closet and choosing Twitch funeral attire when she uncovered a cornucopia of substances, including mushrooms pills and other substances. She had to look up on her phone hidden inside Twitch shoeboxes. Based on what she said, she believed she and Twitch had very honest communication, including about his marijuana use. In fact, she said that at night after their kids went to bed, he would quietly slip into their guest house to smoke or drink. She said that was his alone time, and it was his time to recharge, and that was okay. The items she found inside his shoeboxes, however, were surprising. Additionally, she revealed that in the days leading up to his death, Twitch was acting withdrawn, showering less frequently, and smoking morning and night, and told her that he was going through a low period, but he was very careful about his wording. In addition, Allison claimed that she read through his journals in an attempt to gain understanding and closure following his passing, and discovered that her husband had kept upsetting secrets from even his closest friends and family. According to her, he was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone, because he loved everyone so much, he didn't want other people to take on his pain. She also claimed that in several journal entries, Twitch mentioned being assaulted as a child, something that may have affected him up until the day he died. Since then, Allison has faced a lot of criticism for seeming suspicious and for allegedly knowing more about what was really going on. Many also felt she disrespected Twitch and his family by revealing too many personal details. Darielle, Twitch's cousin, was among the family members who shared that Allison required the family to sign non-disclosure agreements before they could attend his funeral. After that, he stated that she doesn't care about the NDA. Darielle also wrote that contrary to what Allison was trying to imply, Twitch wasn't an addict, he smoked weed and was actively trying to quit, but he wasn't some junkie. Furthermore, Dre, Twitch's brother, asserted that his side of the family has been prevented from seeing the children since Twitch's passing. In fact, he claimed on Instagram that his mother and grandparents were being treated disrespectfully and excluded from family matters. While they attempted to come to terms with Twitch's passing, Dre went on to say that his late brother's 3 children had had very little contact with their grandmother and the rest of the family without specifically mentioning their mother. He said that Allison was preventing them from seeing the kids because the family disagreed with some of the requirements of the NDA she had given them to sign. I am not sure what exactly was in the NDA that she was making her family members sign, but rumors have it that it contained a lot more indeed. Since Twitch's passing, there have been rumors that Allison is concealing something. What precisely did Twitch blunder into? We must now ask, were the demands of celebrity the only cause? Or is there something darker lurking beneath Hollywood's glamorous surface? There are always stories and rumors that refuse to fade, especially about Diddy's infamous freak-offs, parties known to be attended only by the elite. Was Twitch there? Did he witness something? Or maybe he recorded something he shouldn't have? I'm not claiming to have all the answers, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.